There are moments in history so powerful that everything before them becomes irrelevant. One decision, one battle, one war, and suddenly the world you knew no longer exists. Empires collapse overnight. New powers rise from the ashes, and millions of lives are rewritten in a single stroke of violence. But here's the terrifying truth. Most of these wars started with something small, a disagreement, a betrayal, a spark, and that spark burned the world. Today, we are not just exploring wars, we are uncovering the exact moments that changed human history forever. History is not shaped by time, it is shaped by conflict. Every border you see on a map today, every language, culture, and nation exists because of wars that came before. But not all wars are equal. Some wars fade into history, forgotten, but others, they leave scars so deep that the world is never the same again. These are not just battles. These are turning points, moments where humanity took a different path and could never go back. 490 BC, a small city-state faced an unstoppable empire, Athens versus Persia. The Persian army was massive, disciplined, and unstoppable. Athens had no chance, or at least that's what everyone believed. But something unexpected happened. Instead of waiting behind walls, the Athenians attacked, head on, against a force nearly double their size. The battlefield of Marathon became a symbol of courage. Against all odds, Athens won, but this victory was bigger than just survival. If Athens had fallen, Greek civilization might have disappeared, and with it, democracy, philosophy, and the foundation of Western civilization. One battle saved an entire future. For nearly 200 years, war was fought not just for land, but for belief. The Crusades, a series of brutal conflicts between Christian and Muslim powers, centered around one city, Jerusalem. These wars were fueled by faith, but driven by power. Armies marched across continents. Thousands died on long journeys before even reaching battle. Cities were captured, lost, and captured again. But the real impact of the Crusades was deeper. They reshaped relationships between civilizations, opened trade routes, and created tensions that lasted centuries. It was a reminder that war is not always about survival. Sometimes it's about identity, a date that changed history forever. Constantinople, the strongest city in the world. Massive walls, strategic location, a city that had survived for over 1,000 years. But then, the Ottoman Empire arrived, led by Sultan Mehmed II, with something new, cannons. For the first time, walls that once seemed invincible were breaking. Day after day, the city was bombarded, until finally, the walls fell. Constantinople was conquered, and with it, the Byzantine Empire ended. But the consequences were global. Trade routes shifted. Europe began searching for new paths, and this search eventually led to the discovery of the New World. One city fell, and the entire direction of history changed. A group of colonies decided they had enough. Enough taxes, enough control, enough being ruled by a distant empire. They challenged the most powerful nation at the time, Britain. At first, it seemed impossible. How could colonies defeat an empire? But this war was different. It was not just about land, it was about freedom. Against all odds, the colonies won, and a new nation was born, the United States. But the real impact? It inspired revolutions across the world. It showed that power could be challenged, that empires were not invincible, and that ordinary people could change history. At the center of this war was one man Napoleon Bonaparte, a military genius, a leader who rose from chaos and nearly conquered all of Europe. His armies were unstoppable, his strategies unmatched. Nation after nation fell until Europe united against him. The wars lasted for years, ending in one final battle, Waterloo. Napoleon was defeated, but his legacy remained. He changed warfare, spread revolutionary ideas, and proved that one individual could reshape the world. Not all wars are fought with weapons. Some are fought with fear. After World War II, two superpowers emerged, the United States and the Soviet Union. This was the Cold War. No direct battles, but constant tension. Nuclear weapons, espionage, proxy wars. The world lived in fear of one moment, one mistake that could end everything. And yet, that moment never came. This war showed something new, that sometimes the most dangerous wars are the ones that never happen. History is not random. Every major war, every turning point was the result of choices, decisions made by leaders and followed by millions. But here's what history teaches us. Every empire believed it would last forever. Every war started with confidence, and almost every one ended in loss. Because war does not create winners, it only creates survivors. And as we look at the world today, we must ask ourselves, are we learning from history or slowly walking toward repeating it? Because the next war that changes everything might not be in the past, it might be in the future.